let's get Kaz in here for a minute. Kaz, what are your thoughts on this conversation and this young woman and this unfortunate incident?
Yeah, so I've been listening right at the part where you started mentioning statistics about why it's less likely for Black women to commit or to self-delete. Um, and I was thinking about how you kind of can observe certain behaviors with people who are high achievers. And I think they do thrive from being accepted by others or seeking approval from other people. So I agree with you, Corinne, about it being, it's 2022. Why should you care about what other people think of you? Let's say if it is the case that she was part of this alternative lifestyle, why would
And
it
we
be
don't
that?
know. We don't know. That's just in this one report. But okay,
Yes,
just go ahead.
allegedly. But
Right.
let's say if that were to be the case, the question then is why would that be in itself, not being accepted by your family be the thing that sets you off? Well, if let's say if that is true, that would be an area that's a huge area in her life that she's not being accepted. And I think if you're a type of person who bases your own self-acceptance based off of what other people can accept or appreciate or celebrate, that's a huge deal. If you don't have, I guess, like an internal locus of control as far as, how you're going to treat yourself, what you're going to do for your life, your own vision outside of what other people have, as far as their expectations of you, you're going to have a difficult life. And that's not
See,
just
but
a,
uh, aren't we all bound by the structures and the barriers that society puts up for on? The only reason I comb my hair is because I don't want to be shamed when I go out in public.
exactly. And I think
Right.
we all
So
kind of have
isn't it
to agree.
fair? Isn't it fair to have societal structures? That's why we use shame and guilt, right?
Absolutely. Well, the shame and guilt part. But
We do.
I agree. There is a social contract that we agree to when we go outside, how you
Mhm.
conduct yourself, the clothes you wear. And on that sense, I agree with you in that, well, hey, if hypothetically this is true, you have to live in your truth and you have to be comfortable with the decisions that you make. And not everyone has to agree with you.
I know,
You
but
have to
Kaz,
stand on your
don't
own.
you think you're asking a lot of this young woman?
I
I mean, let,
personally,
let me let me
yeah,
lay it out for you. So
sure.
she's living her best life in New York. She's free to express herself sexually as she wants to. She can do the job she wants to do. Lord knows I'm a complex civil litigation attorney.
Yeah.
And if I could be on TV talking on the microphone and still getting paid, I might do that. I happen to like practicing law. I enjoy it. It's something I'm built to do. But maybe that's not something that she wanted to do. Maybe she did that because her parents wanted to do that. And because of that, it's you know, she's free now. You
Mhm.
see? And
Yeah.
so you're asking her to go back into bondage, Cass.
Well, I'm not. What I'm saying is it does take a lot of resilience and character to stare people who do not agree with you in the face and to continue to carry on with whatever it is you're trying to
But your
do.
mom, your community, your father, your sisters, your brothers, that's asking a lot, Cass.
I understand. And that's why I can have sympathy, but at the same time, I and I do not mean to sound insensitive at all. I was actually very much affected by this news, but everyone has to face this in different forms of their life, like all of us, whether you're LGBT or whatever, whether you want to be a dancer and you come from a family of lawyers, like everyone has to have that experience where they have to decide, is what I'm supposed to do on this earth, like what I feel I'm supposed to do, is that more important than what other people feel about me? And if they don't want to talk to me, if they don't want to relate to me anymore, that's the freedom of choice that they have to make. I
Okay, and
also am
so
free.
let's flip the script. Maybe that's what happened, and then she felt isolated, and she ended up self-deleting herself.
And I think that's also unfortunate. I was
No,
born and raised in New
okay,
York.
I get it. It's unfortunate, but if she followed your suggestion, Kaz,
Yeah.
and we find out she ended up self-deleting herself after following your suggestion, the question now is, did you give her good advice?
I I believe so, yes. Because that's just the first part of the battle.
Kaz,
You do need a
Kaz, you're
community.
telling me she followed your advice and pushed those people out of her life.
Well, that's not my advice to push them out. I think
She said, hey, this is who I am, accept me or